Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. We got the first day of planting. We're about to plant some soybeans here on me and Spencer's 70 acres, something like that, across here. So, heat's out, sun's out. It's gonna be a little bit windy today, but we should be ready to go. Past 3 days I've been running around picking up rocks, sticks from the fence line we cleared. Oh boy, it was a long time. I think my voice is gone for cursing out all the rocks in these fields. So, gotta get the planter hooked up and we should be rolling. I gotta do some GPS calculations in there, make sure our offsets are good. And then I already got soybean seed over there. We got about like 30 bags, and then I think we got a unit on there, so we should be covered. Yeah, should be ready to rock and roll. And every time I switch out implements, I tell myself, one of these days I'm gonna get another tractor, but for now we'll switch out the mulch finisher to the planter, to the sprayer, to the disc, for now. Next year though, when we get top plow, we're getting another tractor. Perfect. Good. Planting. I think we're good. I think everything's going good. I don't know about this guidance line. Working. Where are we planting? Okay, it's showing I wasn't planting. Oh no, there's a bean. We were planting. We were planting something. So there's a bean. There's a bean. Good spacing on them. We were planting, that's for sure. I gotta calibrate the CompuTrack. It said I wasn't planting, so I gotta do something on there. But beans, you're finding beans, right?
What?
You're finding beans, right?
Well, I'm finding.
Okay, yeah, they're pretty deep, but.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna try her again. Back is on. Beans are in there. Tractor's a little sideways. Auto steer is on. Wait, no, we're on. Okay. Row 8. Row 8. That's it. Okay. We're empty. We can now fill with bulk because we got all the bugs sorted out. Let's roll. Okay, we are rolling on bean planting. I think I figured out my issue. The planter pulls to the left. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but this planter is pulling to the left. That planter is not squared. I've never seen a planter, I don't remember this planter pulling to the left that hard, ever, before, but in some spots it does it. Now, I put like a 0.5 or a 1 inch offset to the left, and it seems to be dialed pretty good now. But from the draw bar, it's like that planter is pulling to the left a little bit, and I don't think I've had that in years past. So, I think we kind of found our issue, but our issue is why is the planter pulling to the left too. So I gotta double check a couple things, make sure all of our settings on down pressure, row cleaners are all the same on the left side. I've got the row marker out there, and I'm just checking to make sure my mark on the tractor is right down the center of this line. And then once I think it's good to go, I'm just gonna lift up the markers and we're gonna plant with GPS. But I think I figured out this planter. Although the years past, it never pulled hard to the left that I can remember. I am pretty aggressive with my road cleaners. I don't know if it's right to be this aggressive. I like it for soybeans because it leaves a nice black strip and it's gonna warm up good on early soybeans. But maybe I'm a bit crazy with how aggressive I am here. I'm gonna check what kind of job we're doing here. We're on a side hill, so it's kind of a lighter soil, but I'm curious how it's planting, and then we'll go to like a flat spot and just double check how it's planting here. I'm targeting about 1.5 to 1.75 inches deep, putting it a little deeper because we do have cold temps coming. I don't want them coming out of the ground in a week yet, just right after that. So kind of trying to time it a little bit, but we don't want them too deep too. Yeah, so those are about 1.75 inches deep. That wasn't the best row to judge though. About 1.75 inches there. So I gotta apologize real quick to you guys because on the first day of planting, I didn't film as much as I should have. I was distracted by SF1 in my guest row, trying to dial that in for like the first half of the field. So apologize on my end. If you see a top fuzzy thing at the top of the screen, that's my mic. I stole Spencer's camera for this video because he was actually gone for this week of planting. Stole his camera, and I didn't realize that mic was in the top of the shot of the camera. So you may see that throughout this video. And literally, as soon as I get the drone up in the air and everything's going good, something breaks on the planter. Everything was going so perfect. I had the drone in the air, I had my offsets perfect, and then I think our transmission, we either broke a chain, something's wrong here. Let's see what's wrong. Basically it stopped planting, and look back at the transmission, the wheel's not spinning. And it's free. It's free. That means we probably got a chain broken. Yeah, really, it's just a shear bolt. Really, it's just a shear bolt that lines up right through here, which I'm not sure why we sheared that shear bolt. That's not a good thing. But at least it was a shear bolt and it wasn't like the transmission or something else gone wrong. So we just need something to stick in there, and I should probably get the appropriate shear bolt for it and not something else in case there are bigger issues with this planter. Okay, thank God it was just a shear bolt. You know, I haven't been able to get good tunes recently. Probably because I had my radio antenna down there. We got her on. Got the shear bolt back on. I'm hoping something else major isn't wrong with the drive transmission, that it sheared the shear bolt. I didn't see anything else wrong with it, so we should be good. But that's the first time ever I've had that shear bolt shear in the past 3 years of planting. So, a little strange. Here we go, the last pass. And perfect. Done. We were so close on seed. Yeah, that one actually has a lot in it. Okay, I thought we were a little closer than that. Okay, I gotta get the tractor back to the machine shed 7 miles south of here to get the sprayer hooked up for Monday. Today's a Saturday. We're gonna spray early Monday morning when hopefully the wind is super calm. Spray this ground. But I need to get back to my truck here that's at this place, that's at this farm. So we're gonna take the side-by-side down, put the side-by-side there, drive the tractor down there, and then drive the side-by-side back to my truck, and then probably pick up the side-by-side. So that's why it's kind of nice having this side-by-side. It's like a second little car that you can toss on a trailer. Okay, side-by-side's dropped off. Let's hop into the tractor, get this down to the shed. Okay, I got the planter and sprayer all switched out yesterday, and we're gonna get spraying this morning here while the wind's kind of calm. And we're gonna head over to my my neighbor Mark's place, and he's got a whole tender setup and stuff, and he actually owns this building that we're using behind me here too. So we're gonna be mixing at his tender setup station, which is like 2 miles away from the farm, from that farm and about like 7 miles away from my my other farm. So it works good where we could probably mix there and then just take the sprayer over to the farms from there. So should work pretty good. Okay, so we're getting ready to mix. I'm mixing with Mark here. Mark's my neighbor. He also owned this sprayer before me, but he farms around here. So you've been farming for how long? 20 years? 30
About
years?
20 years as a full-time pursuit. Grew up here, so I've been around this my whole life.
Gotcha, gotcha. So he's gonna show me the ropes, and then if I screw up, I can blame it on him.
All right, so we're doing 24 ounces. I'm gonna double check this. We're doing 24 ounces of glyphosate, 24, and we got 70 acres to cover. 13
gallons of glyphosate.
13 gallons of the good stuff.
Do you want to go glyphosate first, then 2,4-D, and then?
Yeah, let's do Zidua first. Let's do Zidua
So
first.
1.64 gallons.
Okay.
And 12 and a half. We have 5 jugs. We
Yep.
use 12 and a half.
Yep, so we got our math's good. Because once we hit that down and send her in, she's in there.
Okay.
So we want to do our double check before we send it in.
When you're starting this, you just start, choke it.
Yep. Sometimes if the electric start doesn't work, you've got to pull. It does have a pull cord to use too.
Okay. Turn water on.
Turn the water on.
We've got everything mixed up. I'm actually agitating right now as we're going down the road, so it mixes even a little more, and we got about 2 miles to go. At some point, me and Spencer need to make this Missouri crossing a little wider. I think we'll be good. I don't think there's any trees that the boom is gonna hit here. With the mulch finisher, that's the tightest piece of equipment we're getting through here. And that fits through here usually. Okay, we're gonna plant a little grass strip here, so I want to make sure I don't spray that grass strip. It's probably not high priority not to spray it, but just gotta keep mental note of that. Just about put a wind into the disc when I was first testing some stuff out, but we're good. Having auto steer for your end rows is so nice here. I just gotta be careful I don't put a tip into the hillside, because I just about did over there. I'm trying to run the booms as low as possible, but I just need to get a feel for this.
So I struggled a bit with this field, and it's because if you guys look in the background, I don't have my booms at a V. I have them perfectly level across the field, which is fine when you're in a flat field, but this field's actually pretty hilly, and so I should have had my booms at a V where the left and right boom, the ends of them are, you know, a little higher off the ground than the middle of the boom.
I had my first screw up on this sprayer. So I was folding it up, everything was folding good, but the right side tends to always come lower than the left side, and the left side stays high, the booms stay high for some reason. And I must have got it sitting right on the edge of this support bar, and when I went to set them down, I guess I wasn't paying attention. When I set it down, it like hopped over the support bar, but that's not possible. So I guess I set it down in here, and it got caught on the support bar. So currently this boom's caught up here. That cylinder is all the way retracted in. So even if we take the skid steer bucket and try and lift this boom over this support bar where it's supposed to lay, we're just fighting against that cylinder that's all the way retracted. So weird situation, but Mark's going to grab a chisel so we can chisel out that, we can hammer out that pin all the way. We're gonna pull that pin, and then we're just gonna use the skid steer bucket to just lightly raise it over, set it down, and we'll have to put the pin back in. So yeah, it was kind of weird how it was. It's a screw up on my end, just operator error of not looking back and paying attention right to where that is, and then I went to set them down and it was on the other side of this support bar here.
Yeah, because right now you still got that. We got the pin in, so you let this down, it isn't going to do anything.
Okay, so we're gonna drop it.
Yep, set her down. Okay, level your bucket out a little bit. Okay, now come towards me. A little more, a little more, a little more. Okay, that's good. Right there. Right, that's good. Perfect. It's good where it's at.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
So we shot the pin out. We'll have to find.
I see it.
We'll have to find it. All right, Grant. So straight up with the bucket. Okay. Now you've got clearance. Let's. I don't know how much tension it's going to be. I don't want it to slip off here. Have you got a ratchet strap?
I don't.
Well, why don't you do this? Tip your bucket back towards you. Okay, should be good now. Let's just back up, just nice and easy.
Okay. Do you want to get out of there?
Nope, I'm fine.
Sure. Okay.
Yep, it can't hit me. Now back up just a hair more. Okay, now you're going in the cradle. So it fell now, it fall in the cradle. Perfect, just like we drew it up.
I apologize, my voice is kind of gone. It's tough to talk even. But we got that, Mark got that pin popped out, moved it over with the skid steer, and then we're gonna go back to his shop to get that pin back in there, which may be a little tougher, but should be pretty simple. We got all this fixed up, took the cylinder off, took the pin off, and then once this was back on the cylinder, we extracted it out and then put the pin in, and it was good to go. But yeah, I just gotta watch out for this left boom. This left boom tends to get high and get over the place where the booms hold. The right boom doesn't get as high, the left boom does, so gotta be careful next time. But a lesson learned there. Thanks to Mark and Bryce for helping me out there, getting that thing all fixed up. That was awesome. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And next is corn, but we're supposed to get like 2 inches of rain. So we'll see. It might be 2 weeks yet before we get planting corn, which sucks, but we'll see. We're doing a test plot too with 16 or 17 different hybrids on it. So that'll be interesting to see how the hybrids do. So yeah,